Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well wherever you are in the world. And in today's video I wanted to share with you my 7 falls essential. You have noticed we have changed season recently, and who said season change said a little bit of change in our wardrobe as well. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Nicolas. I'm a 35 years old Frenchie located in California. I've been living in the US for 10 years now, but as you can see, my accent is still pretty thick. And I'm passionate about fashion, luxury items, and even bags. So if this is something that you and I have in common, please do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel. That way we can become internet friends. So my first fall essential has to do with overshirt, and not just your typical overshirt, a corduroy one. Corduroy because I really think that this is elevating your look a little bit more compared to a plain overshirt. Just the corduroy is obviously giving you a little bit of relief or a little bit of something more interesting in your silhouette that's kind of reminding something of cozy or something actually linked to fall. So for me it's corduroy overshirt all the way. This one is coming from Isabelle Marant and I bought it I think a couple of years back, so I'm not sure if it's still available. But I have linked a lot of dupes in the description box down below, so you can find some alternative to this one at COS. For sure they are doing a couple of different colors this year that are pretty well done. American Vintage also are doing some dupes to this one. And Banks Journal, which is a Californian brand. Actually this shirt, which is also corduroy, I'm gonna show you more in details, is also doing some corduroy shirt, a little bit thinner than the thicker version of it, like this one, but still could be an interesting addition to your look if the weather is allowing it where you live. And if your budget is allowing it too, Acne Studio is actually doing a very beautiful one with some the Western inspiration that I found very on trend. So if you have, if you can, go with this one, I think you will be super happy with it. I'm in California, so obviously I don't need a thick jacket for fall. The weather is pretty nice out here. And if this is the same for you where you live, where if you still have some decent temperature for fall, I think this is a very nice alternative to a thicker jacket to just give like a more relaxed and comfy look to your silhouette. And we will have a lot of time to wear like coats and jackets for winter. So if we can, do some layering with more comfy pieces, I'm all for it. Alright, second fall essential has to do with a nice pair of jeans. So hear me out, I know it sounds a little bit of basic, but I don't know about you, during summer I don't really wear jeans. For obvious reason, it's generally hot during summer, so I don't think jean is the most comfortable piece in my wardrobe to wear during summer. But when fall arrives again, and the cooler temperature are there, I'm kind of ready to go back to jean, and it needs to be comfortable, but I'm ready really to jump back into the jeans. So my favorite one that I have, I would say, discovered recently in my wardrobe is the model 505 from Levi's. So I don't think this is the most popular cut that Levi's is doing, but for me this is really a good alternative to more tight. It's a good like in-between cuts between tight cuts and baggy cut. So for me it's very, first of all, on trend because it has this loose fit, it's very comfortable, and it's also available in different colors. As you can see, I have it like in 3 different colors. I'm gonna do some try on just for you to see how it looks like. And as a reminder, I'm 6'1" for reference. So I think this one really, again, combine the relaxed, comfortable look that I really want without breaking the bank, because especially in the US, these items are pretty cheap. You can also often find them with a discount, and obviously you don't need to buy like a Levi's 505 pair of jeans. It's this really essential has to do with find the pair of jeans that you feel comfortable and that you like for fall. I think it's really like a key pieces for this season. where the cooler temperatures are coming, and when we need a little bit of change in our wardrobe, and after not wearing jeans for quite a while during summer. So for my third falls essential, I want alternative to sandals. So I don't know about you, but for me, summer, I spend all of my life in sandals, and mainly the Birkenstock one. I also have a pair of Vince one that are a great alternative. But when falls arrive, and for obvious reason, I need to have something a little bit warmer for my feet, and also I'm kind of bored about wearing sandals every day for 4 months basically. So for me, a great alternative to sandals, and mainly the Birkenstock one, are still Birkenstock, and they are their clogs. So I know it's kind of a controversial topic because not everyone is fan of this type of shoes, but for me they are definitely a great alternative to regular Arizona Birkenstock sandals, because you can basically wear the same outfit you will have wear with your sandals and just switch your sandals with this clog. I think it's most of the time working, at least in my opinion and in my wardrobe. Mine are obviously from Birkenstock, and they are the oiled leather in tobacco color. I think this is what it's called. So it's this kind of beigey color that I found very neutral, obviously, and it can suit a different outfit. Actually, it will go pretty well with what I'm wearing right now. I have not been disappointed by them. I love how different an outfit can look with clogs compared to regular sandals or another pair of shoes. I think it's bringing something fresh and interesting and new. Obviously, if you don't want to buy the Birkenstock one, although I think they are one of the cheapest on the market if I'm not mistaken, but I've noticed the one from Vince is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. And if your budget allow it, you have the collaboration between Birkenstock and Dior, but I think it's about 1100 for a clog. So for me, it will be a pass for sure. I think those one are doing the job pretty well already. And don't hesitate to check Farfetch as well if you are looking for a specific model, a specific color. I know they have quite a bit in stock on a regular basis, and they have some colors that you cannot find or cannot find anymore in the Birkenstock website. So it's always, I will say, worth it to go check Farfetch for this particular reason, because you can always find some specific clogs or items in general that you will not find in the regular website of the brand. Alright, so for my fourth essential for fall, I want to say that Cashmere Sweater is definitely on top of my list. Mine are mainly coming from Vince. I have a couple of colors from them. I have to say that I have compared few brands as far as Cashmere, and this is really on top of it. They are a little bit on the pricey side, but I will always recommend you to wait for sales, which they have on a regular basis. Go check also some site like Farfetch again, or My Teresa. I think they are also carrying the Vince brand. They always do some sales at the point, so this is where you can benefit from a nice deal from those. But for me, Cashmere for fall is definitely the ultimate experience of comfiness. And if you don't want to pay the Vince price, which I completely understand, there is some alternative that exists, and the one I will recommend on top of the list is Nadam, which is a sustainable and ethical company. They are sourcing their cashmere directly in Mongolia. I will encourage you to look at their website. Everything is well explained, and I have a couple of pieces from Nadam as well. They don't do only sweaters, they also do pants, and I think right now they are also doing shoes. So they are extending their collection, and honestly their quality is out of the world. So for me, Vince and Nadam is the two main brands I will recommend for cashmere, and again, this is the ultimate experience for a comfy fall. Both of those companies are doing amazing shades. For me, I'm all about neutral, as you know, so white, beige, and this one is bringing like a touch of color. One of my favorite color is like blush pink. So when I saw this one from Vince last year, I bought it in sales. But if you don't want to pay the Vince price and the Nadam price, who can be pricey depending on which item we are talking about, COS is always doing cashmere. I think their cashmere is great as well. I like it less than the Vince and Nadam quality, but honestly, this is a great alternative if you want to buy a cashmere in a little bit cheaper than those two other brands. I have a couple of COS one, and every year they are doing some cashmere, so don't hesitate to check COS as well. Everything that I'm mentioning will be obviously linked in the description box down below, so don't hesitate to check those links as well. But yeah, cashmere was my fourth fall essential, and now let's see the fifth one. So my fifth fall essential has to do with lighter slash neutral slash brownish type of trousers, like those one that I have in my wardrobe. You can definitely see that those colors are one of my favorites, and also it's a very type of fall color that is very appropriate for this season. You can wear whatever you want in different seasons, right? But I think those one are screaming fall to me, and I really are more inspired to wear them during fall. And also the second reason why I will recommend this for fall is, depending again on where you are in the world, your winter might be definitely rougher than fall. Not really the case for California, but I know that if you are on the east coast of the US or Europe in general, this is the case. So in winter, I don't think you will be less susceptible to wear this type of pants, I would say, because of rains and snow and cooler temperatures. So I feel like fall is kind of like a good season to have a lot of cost of wear, to down your cost of wear of those particular pants. Mine are mainly coming from Ami Paris again and Sandro, and I generally choose them with a loose fit or I love large pants, so this is definitely the type of cut I'm going for. But if you want a cheaper alternative, you can definitely check COS once again. I know that this season they have a very nice corduroy pants that is kind of like in those tones that I will definitely recommend. I'm gonna try to check it out in a few days. But yeah, I think this type of shades is screaming falls and will be very easy to associate with anything that you have in your wardrobe. So this is definitely part of my fall essential. Okay, my sixth fall essential has to do with a nice pair of sneakers, and mine are pretty basic, as you can see. It's all about the Converse All-Star. This one are the Chuck 70, and a nice pair of New Balance, and mine are the 993. So a nice pair of sneakers because, again, I'm gonna use the same comments I've used for some of the previous fall essential, but for me in summer I rarely wear sneakers. It's, I'm spending my life in sandals, and for winter, depending on where you are in the world, you have less opportunity to be able to wear this depending of the weather you have during winter. If it's very cold, or if it's snowing or raining, those one will be less appropriate than leather shoes, for example. So fall is definitely your chance to wear this type of sneakers, and I think they are completing an outfit pretty well. I will use my Converse 70s, those one, with the pants I have shown you in my previous fall essentials, so with light brown or beige or nude type of outfit. The New Balance 993 will be mainly used when I wear jeans. This is where I like to wear that, or with black pants. I will recommend obviously you to check their Converse website and the New Balance website, but also Farfetch once again, that have some particular model I think sometimes that you cannot find on those two websites. This video is not sponsored by Farfetch, by the way. I realize that I'm speaking about it a lot, but it's not sponsored by anyone. So yeah, those two pair of sneakers for me are definitely the two one I'm using the most for fall. I will continue to wear them for winter obviously and all year round, but definitely fall is the season that I'm wearing this type of shoes. Let me know in the comment down below which sneakers do you wear the most right now. I'm kind of like Really generally not really inspired by sneakers. I'm not like a sneaker person, so don't hesitate to let me know which sneaker is your favorite. I would love to I would say build my knowledge a little bit more in this area because I'm lacking of inspiration. Alright, on to my seventh and last fall essential. It has to do with brown bags. So as you know, I'm a lover of vintage and bags in general, and especially brown ones. This one is a Hermes Kelly 35 that I bought on eBay a little bit over a year ago. So it's a bag from 1992 in chocolate color, gold hardware, and I've been loving it a lot since I bought it. And this one is a large Loewe puzzle bag that I bought in Paris, in their boutique in Paris, about 2 years ago, and those two are definitely the my favorite one in my collection. Obviously, you don't need an Hermes Kelly or large Loewe puzzle bag in your wardrobe, and no one needs those two things. But I feel like a brown bag for fall is definitely a statement piece that will go very well with obviously this season and the type of outfit you are building. You know, this season, at least this is how I see things. I think brown in all shades are really shining during fall. You know, for me this is a color I'm wearing all year round, as you know, but during fall this is definitely where it has the most potential, I will say, with your outfit. Those two bags for me are definitely the one I'm using the most during fall. And if you're interested about some alternative to those bags, I am always browsing on eBay, Fashion Files, the Real Vestiaire Collective, for example. So I'm always finding some alternatives just for fun. So I'm gonna list those alternatives in the description box down below, just for you to go check it out if you're interested. And those are definitely my two favorite pieces in my collection. So I'm super excited to be able to wear them even more during fall. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching it. I hope you have liked it. Let me know in the comment section down below which fall essential was your favorite and why. And let me know also if you have any other fall essential. I'm very curious about that as well. I really wanted to take a moment to thank you for all of the new people that have subscribed to this channel. We have passed the 1000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing to me. So thank you so much for being there, taking the time to watch my content. This is really motivating me to create more content for you guys and to build this little community that we have here on YouTube. So thank you again for this. Again, I hope you are healthy wherever you are in the world. I hope you have a great fall or a great October month. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.